All right, the FBI just subpoenaed and seized material from the Arizona State Senate. This has to do with the so-called audit of the 2020 election in Maricopa County. The cybersecurity company CyberNinjas, remember them, led an investigation that fueled all kinds of election conspiracy theories and eventually led to a full-hand recount, which found that Joe Biden, in fact, did win the 2020 election in Maricopa County. Joining us, MS Now congressional reporter Michael Schnell and MS Now White House reporter Vaughn Hilliard. So, Vaughn, I'll begin with you. It's President Trump and it's Maricopa County, both in your wheelhouse. Explain.
We've been doing this for 6 years, Katie. And you noted the CyberNinjas. It was back in 2021, the Arizona State Senate. They wanted to have their own investigation into the 2020 election. They hired these guys named the CyberNinjas out of Florida. It's now a company that is defunct. It's out of business. But they went and recounted by hand those 2.1 million ballots, found that Joe Biden actually won by 360 more votes. We should also be clear, unlike Fulton County, the ballots and the machines used to tabulate the results in 2020 in Maricopa County, they are long gone. They had to be decommissioned, the machines, because of the work of the so-called CyberNinjas. And then as for the ballots, after a certain number of years, the county is not legally have to hold on to them anymore. So there was a lot of questions this morning. We got word that the FBI had issued a subpoena in Maricopa County. I was calling up sources in the Maricopa County Board of Supervisors and the recorder's office with the third-party contractor that does mail ballots. And all of them said, we haven't gotten a subpoena. And then that is when we heard from the Trump-allied state Senate member who said that he got a subpoena, and it was for the results of the CyberNinjas report. Again, it didn't turn up anything. And the Arizona Attorney General back in 2022, he was another Trump ally Republican. He did a whole investigation, found nothing. But this is big and worthy news because it does show, Katie, that the FBI is, in fact, not just investigating Fulton County, but is investigating elections here just months before these midterm elections in Arizona as well.
All about 2026. And on the subject of 2026, interesting news out of the Republican retreat, Michael, and news that Kevin Kiley is not there today, Republican from California, because he says he's no longer a Republican.
Yeah, Katie, formerly Republican Congressman Kevin Kiley of California officially announcing today during a press conference that he's leaving the Republican Party. And this comes after last week he announced that he would be running for re-election, but as an independent. He wouldn't be affiliated with any party in this re-election bid as part of California's redistricting effort that was really spearheaded by California Governor Gavin Newsom. Kiley's district essentially got chopped up, and he essentially had no good options for where to run for re-election. He decided to run in the newly redrawn 6th congressional district. He says he's going to do it as an independent, but in the meantime, for now, he's officially leaving the Republican Party. Logistically speaking, it probably doesn't mean too much up on Capitol Hill. Kevin Kiley says he's still going to caucus with Republicans, which means he's going to be part of the Republican roster for committee assignments. But symbolically, this is huge, right? It comes upon a midterm election where Republicans leaders, publicly say they're bullish about their chances. Behind closed doors, we're hearing that some lawmakers raising concerns about their messaging and their odds going into those races. And also the fact that Mike Johnson is already grappling with this razor-thin majority. The fact that Kevin Kiley is now calling himself officially a free agent as we head into a number of key votes that could crop up over the coming weeks. Not a good sign for him in that razor-thin majority. And again, symbolically about the trajectory of the Republican Party, folks are trying to espouse confidence that their coalition and their messaging is strong, but one of their most vocal individuals saying he's leaving the party overall.
Lots of retirements. Now we have one party affiliation abdication. Michael Schnell, thank you so much. Vaughn Hilliard, thank you.